you need to type CAPTCHA displaying on the left side of the screen, and then press enter. Now you can see in this way you can log in application, and there are various roles given by provision given in the eGranthalaaya software. And first time when IC sends login detail, this login is only for librarian where all modules are accessible. So now I have logged in the eGranthalaaya application with librarian login details. That's why I am able to view all modules available in the eGranthalaaya. So in this webinar will be at basically of 1 hour duration, and in this webinar we will be keeping ourselves strict to the books acquisition module of eGranthalaaya software. And I understand that first let me finish the complete module, and then after finishing the module we can have question and answers at the last of the session. So this books acquisition module is an optional module in eGranthalaaya software. Basically, first of all, I wish to tell you there are two kinds of scenario in libraries as far as library collection is there. Once you adopt any software, library automation software, then there may be possibility that already some collection is available in the library if it is not a new library. So there are two kinds of collection in library. First, already acquired and available in the library, and second, the purchasing which you are going during the current year. That is the recent purchasing or current purchasing, you can say. So this retro conversion utility is only for those documents available in the library since before implementation of the eGranthalaaya software, and we advise to all of our users to use books acquisition module for current purchasing. However, we have observed that most of our users, they are using retro conversion for new books also, but our advice is that for data entry of the new books, you should use books acquisition module given in the eGranthalaaya software. The main important thing of this module is that this is a workflow based module. Workflow means where you need to give some information or data in stages at various steps. First, you need to enter, you need to create a new record of the book. Then you need to go to the approval process. Then after taking approval, you need to go to the placing order, and then books will be supplied, and library needs to do accessioning of new books. Besides books acquisition module, side by side, you need to use budget module also for bill processing. So this complete purchasing process includes use of the two modules. That is, one is books acquisition module, another is budget module. So I will try to cover all aspects of books acquisition module and budget module in this webinar. And in case you need any clarification, and you can ask the question once we finish presentation and module, then the last part of the session will be question answers. I think everybody agree with this point. In the last session, many of the participants, they have written me mails that they need to get permission to speak in between the session. Although I have unmuted all of your mic, in case certainly you need any clarification in between, that participant can unmute the mic and can ask the question. Now, before starting, I want that one of the participants may be coordinate with me. So any of the participants, please respond to me, speak something. Parva madam, can you listen to me?
Good afternoon, sir.
Namaskar. So can we start, madam?
Yeah.
So screen is clear and voice is also of better quality.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you will be please keep on your mic. Whenever any issue is there, you can please interrupt me anytime.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So scenario is like that.
Good
Suppose we
afternoon,
are
sir.
having. नमस्कार. कौन बोल रहे हैं?
नमस्कार राघवेंद्र सर.
राघवेंद्र जी नमस्कार. So sir, can we start?
Carry on, sir, please, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please,
So
sir. Please, sir. Very nice, sir. Very.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So other participants, they can mute their mic, please. So let us, we have a scenario. We are working with e-Granthalaya in our library, and certainly purchasing of documents, especially the books, is a common feature in all the libraries, and that is the main activity. And suppose we are having few books we are going to procure in the library. And nowadays books may be available physically on approval. Many of the vendors, they can provide you on approval, or you may be having some catalog or some other details from website or some other sources. So at least before starting to the purchasing module, that is books acquisition module, you should have at least minimum information of every book you are going to procure. So let us start. I am assuming that we are going to purchase 10 books or 100 books like that, but I will take example of 2 books only, basically due to shortage of the time. So I will start from add new title. So first of all, you need to create a cataloging record, a master record, whenever you want to purchase any new book in your library. There may be possibility that book record may be already there in the e-Granthalaya. In that situation, no need of creating that record. So first, I will assume that already there is no record of that book. I'm having one book with me. So I will start typing its data, whatever that. We need to start from typing the ISBN number, and ISBN number of the book generally given on the last page, back page, or inside page. So ISBN number is 978, and whatever printed on the book, in the same way you need to enter the ISBN number 978-81, and you can see lot of ISBN numbers already getting matched. It means those ISBN number are already, their records exist in e-Granthalaya database. So once we start typing any data, after typing the first letter, you can stop just 1 or 2 milliseconds, then it will start getting matched. So ISBN number is 978-81-8495. Then -814. So now ISBN is not not matching further. It means that this ISBN number record is not there in database. -0. So after typing the ISBN number, I will tell you 2 examples where no record already there. So for which I am just typing now. Another example will take already one record is there in e-Granthalaya software. The title is You Have Infinite Power. And subtitle also available. In case it is available, you need to enter it. Ultimate success through energy, passion, and purpose. So this is subtitle of the book. Then author. Basically, there are 4 authors, but as per cataloging standards, first 3 author has to be taken. So,
Mr. Matija,
Ji,
I'm Gopal here.
Ji.
When you give that access number, ISBN number, you can automatically download the record, no? So you don't need
Basically,
to-
yeah, I will tell you the story of this. It is there, that facility we have given, but nowadays it is not working basically. And the
Oh,
reason is that in eGranthala 3.0 it is working very well, and who are using EG3 they can download the record easily. But in EG4 what is the situation is there, because this is hosted in an NIC cloud. And it has not been passed by the audit security, the cyber security group basically.
Okay.
They tell that this kind of downloading basically they need to open the port of Z3950 server of Library of Congress USA. Are not ready to open that port. They say that hacking may be possible, means there may be chances of hacking in case port is gets opened like that. So we have written basically the file is already there in pipeline. We have requested, we have given all kinds of reasons, and still it is pending basically. Once they will allow, then downloading will be started basically.
Okay. So,
Presently, EG4 is not downloading any of the book detail due to cyber security issue.
okay, till such time, then you can hide this download record option, no? Otherwise,
We are waiting for their reply. If it is clear from their side that they are not going to allow to open the port, then certainly we'll remove this download button.
All right, okay. No, till such time you can hide this option if possible.
We'll do that.
Disable.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Disable.
Thank you.
So this is first author. So then second author. Paul. And third author. Whenever you are typing any data in any of the field, you can just get stop after typing first letter like that. Then it will start getting matching. So if author is already there, then you can select the author name. So 2 authors are there. No editor, no corporate author in this book. Edition, let me check. This is third edition basically. And this is not a reprint. Publisher is Jaco. So in case already you can see here, this is a bad way of doing data entry. There are 3 records, 3 separate spelling, different spelling of the same publisher. Publisher should be entered as per the cataloging standard whatever being followed in your library. Publisher place, country of publication, and then year of publication is 2014 basically. In default, system takes automatically current year. No series information, no books is not available online, nothing. you can select the concerned or appropriate subject heading. In case there is no subject heading available, you can add it immediately by pressing this click to add new subject button. Then put keywords, whatever keywords you want to. Assign. So you can give semicolon and space in between more than keywords, and it is always better. Even many of the libraries I have seen, they are putting accession number sometimes also with their keywords, because sometimes they say that their users can also search from accession number, but that is a local choice basically. Now after
Local,
typing the
sir,
data,
local. Yes.
after typing the data, there are 3 uploading buttons. In case you are having a photo of the photo cover page of the book, you can upload here. In case you are having content page in PDF, you can upload it here. In case the book is available and you are having chapters or complete book in e-format, then you can upload it here by browsing your e-file. So at present, we are going to purchase this new book. We assume we are not having any e-content or e-file of this book. Then we will save it. And basically, whenever you are doing data entry, you can note down its catalog number. This is unique number. This is basically a record number, nothing else. Like in Lipsys, there is control number, and in some other software also. So by typing this number again, you can redisplay the this record. And in case you want to or you wish to modify anything, you can modify it, and then after modification, you can update it. So this is one title we are going to purchase. Now second title, for example, that is DDC 20. So you can see here already one record is there, and once you select the title, then a number is automatically printed here. That is record number of this DDC 20. So before starting typing, you need to verify whether this record which is already there is of the same book or is this a different book. So this is the same book which I want to go to purchase in library. Okay, so in that situation, if record already exists of any of the book, no need of creating the record again. So I am going to purchase 2 books as example in this webinar. There may be possibility you are going to purchase 10 books or 100 books, like that. You need to create one record for every book. So this is first step, and that is the first task. Now we'll go to the second form, manage approval. So whatever books you have entered just recently, 100 recent books title will be available automatically. In case that is the old book which I was looking at, and that title is not available in these latest 100 books, then you can search the record by typing a particular value, whatever the field you want to, you have selected for searching. So first I will take this book. On this form, you need to create one purchasing record of every book. If the book is multi-volume, then you need to create a separate purchasing record of each and every volume you are going to purchase in your library. Like there is one imaginary scenario. For example, the reason is that like you are having 10 copies of the same book in your library, for example. there may be possibility that these 10 books you have purchased 3 times in your library. 4 copies once you purchased, approved by some other different committee, purchased and ordered, given to some different vendor, and you have paid the amount whatever that. Then after 6 months or 1 year, you have purchased another 4 copies, and then later you have purchased 2 copies. So these 10 copies you have purchased 3 times. So there may be possibility that all the 3 times you may have purchased these copies from different vendors with different dollar rates or foreign currency rate, like that. So in eGranthalaya, what we have done, whenever you want to purchase any of the copy, a separate record is managed by the system, and then under the book you can come to know how many times this copies of this book have been purchased, and in every purchase what was the details, it was approved from which committee, procured from which vendor, what was the bill details, and etc. etc. So this is the reason that we are maintaining a separate purchasing record for each and every procurement process. Now, as I told you, we'll take example of 2 books only. So first book, I have entered a new books, I have selected, I need to create one purchasing record for this particular book. When we select the title from this drop down, so its books details will be filled in you can see in the green color. Then we'll type a distinct approval number for this purchasing. Here one thing I wish to make clear, that suppose you are going to purchase 10 books and you want to take approval of these 10 books under one list. So same approval number you need to give. This approval number should already not be used by the system. So for example, I am giving some, we have devised some system in our organization library. We need to put in approval number like organization name and then slash, then leave. You may have some different system. You may type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So 306 is for book purchasing file number in our organization. And this current year, where in which we are doing the purchasing, and this is case number 20. Case number 20 means whenever we are going to purchase anything in library, so we need to put a new case number. So this case number will be given in all the purchasing record which you are going to procure in one go. Then after typing the approval number, you need to specify how many copies of this book you are going to procure. That means you are proposing. Then cost is mandatory in eGranthalaya because this is a government product, and in most of the government libraries, at the time of taking approval from authority or from committee, generally in most of the cases cost is required. And this is very unfortunate in many of the organizations. Generally authority give approval after taking into consideration the cost of the book. So this we need to select currency code and cost of the books. Cost of the book, for example, $34, and then the mode is automatically selected, that is purchasing. Recommended by, this is optional field. If you want to give name of member, you need to give his name or her name, and then date also, date of recommendations, and you can put some remarks. Save it. This approval number has already been processed, so we need to take another approval number. As I told you, unique approval number is required always at the time of going for new procurement process. So the record has been added under this book, and in case already the copies have been procured of this book, you could see here, but this is the first time we are procuring copies of this book, so only one record exists. Still you can edit the record, and if you want to make changes, you can do the changes and then update it. Basically, till you go to the next step, record can be modified anytime. So I have added one record of one book. Then I will require record of another book, and its record number was, I need to search it. I can search by its title. I can search by any of these fields. Then this is the book for which we are going to purchase 2 copies. Same approval number is required if you want to club all the records into one approval list. This is multi-volume book basically. That's why volume number gets enabled. So we are going to purchase 1 copy of volume number 1, and this is in Indian currency, Indian publication. So the cost is 5 rupees per copy. 500 rupees per copy. Save it. And suppose we want to also procure volume number 2. This is one good example. 1 copy of volume 2 of the same book. Cost is same, for example, and save it. So we have taken example of 2 book. One is multi-volume book. We are going to procure 2 copies of volume 1 and volume 2, one by one. And in this way you can see 2 records created here. So total 3 records, 3 purchasing records we have created in this way. After creating records, you can understand here very well. In case you are going to procure 100 of the books, then you need to add 100 of the titles as new title. If already not there, then you need to create 1 purchasing record of every book. So after creating all 100 records, then you can go to the next step. We need to remember our approval number. Once we will go to the next step, this approval number will become available here automatically. And that's why I told you in the beginning, this is a workflow based module, and data automatically will go to the next step. If you have processed the data in the next step, then you cannot modify the records in the previous step. Okay, so I have selected that approval number which we have assigned during last step. We'll write the approval date, and we'll select the committee. In case committee is not there, then you can add the committee in the master module of the application. Okay. After selecting the committee, then you need to press the process button. You can see here, when we have created new purchasing record, the status of each record is requested. Now after processing of these records, the status becomes sent for approval. So on each and every step, status becomes changed automatically. Just looking at the status, you can come to know at what stage the purchasing of these books are there in library. Okay. Now after approval, that means we have just processed the approval. Now we'll take the approval. We may take the approval in print in many of the organizations, and in most of the organizations still approval is required in the print, and you need to send it in a file to the approval authority. So for generating the approval note, you need to create a particular approval form for purchasing. Purchasing form or any kind of form can be created here under letter template in master module. Basically, template contains file number, subject, and top message and bottom messages, where you can write whatever you want to write during taking approval from the committee. So I have selected books approval form, which is already created, and I will press this button, print approval. You can take approval in PDF format or in doc format if you want to modify later. So this approval will be saved, and then you can take print. The format of the approval will be like that. All other information are coming from letter template, while book details coming in between in the blue color. Record number, because there are three record number. One is volume 1 and volume 2 of the same book, and third record number is for new book. Then you need to take print, and after duly signed, you need to send to the committee. Committee will review your procurement requirement and will take decision. They may approve some of the copies, they may reject some of the book, like that. So file will come back to the librarian, then you will accordingly update the approval. This approval automatically will be available here. Select your approval number. Here you need to select those book which have been approved by the committee. For example, this volume 2 of DDC 20 is approved, and new book, instead of 3 copies, they have approved 1 copy. For example, they may say that fund is not available for 3 copies, so let us purchase 1 copy in this go. Whatever book not approved, you need to keep it blank. No need of selecting it in the right side. Please, this is very important. The record you will select and you will process, those will be approved basically. So after selecting the record of the book, you need to press update approval button. Then you can see here the record selected by me, their status becomes approved, and the record which was left by me, its status is now rejected. Now still before going to the next step, you can make changes in the status of approval, but it should be according to the instructions or approval you got from the committee. So in this way you have completed the approval process. First you generated purchasing record of each book, then you assign the committee and send it to the committee, then accordingly you updated the approval. Now after getting the approval from committee and after processing those records in eGranthalaaya, you are ready now to place the order to the vendor, desired vendor. Here you need to add order number in each of the books approved by the committee. So that approval number automatically will be available here. So I have selected the approval number. 2 books have been approved by the committee. Now it depends on you that you want to give order of these 2 books to one vendor, or you want to give order of 1 book to one vendor and order of another book to another vendor. Basically, there may be scenario in libraries, you have got approval of 100 books and you want to give order to 2 different vendors, 50 books to each vendor. In that situation, you need to assign a unique approval number for of the 50 books and another unique order number in rest of the 50 books as per vendor. So it means that one vendor will have separate order number, another vendor will have another distinct order number. Here, for the sake of simplicity, I wish to place these two copies or two books to the same vendor. So I will select all these two books and I will type the order number. I will keep, for the sake of simplicity, actually order number should always be distinct and unique, and you should not use the order number which already processed by the system, otherwise system will generate the error message. So I have given some unique order number and I want to place this order to the same, that is single vendor. That's why I have selected all these two books record. After typing the order, I will press the add order in selected records. Now order number is added in these two books purchasing record. So I will repeat again. In case you have got approval of 100 books and you want you wish to place order for 50 books to one vendor, so assign one particular and unique order number, and rest of the 50 books you wish to place the order for different vendor, then assign different order number in all the 50s.
So Mataraji,
J.
suppose in case like the approval is same,
Approval number is same, there is no issue.
there is no issues, but like the order is placed in a different period, splitting the number of copies.
No, number of copies cannot be split in
So,
eGranthalaaya.
for example, 100 copies, 100 titles we got approval. Okay. So we will be placing order for maybe like 20-25 books in March.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, another 75 titles in May or June.
Whenever you want to give order, you can delay it. Whenever there is no consideration of period in eGranthalaaya.
Okay. So we can do it.
Yeah. But copies, you asked about the copies. For example, 3 copies approved for one particular book. You cannot split the order for these 3 copies.
Okay. All right.
All the 3 will go to same vendor, whatever you have selected. You cannot do like that, 2 copies of the same book to one vendor and 1 copy of the same book to another vendor. That is not possible.
Okay. Oh, we cannot do that.
No, title you can do. Copies, because the reason is that you have taken the approval of the copy in same record. Like 3 copies you have got approval. So you need to place those 3 copies to the same vendor. You cannot split order based on the copies. Yes, you can split the order based on books.
Okay.
Now I have added the order number here. After adding the order number, I will go to the next step, generate order. So I will select that order number that will automatically available here. I think this was so this was the order number. You can see here lot of orders are visible here. The reason is that because this is a training cluster, we generally using this cluster for training purpose only. So many orders are still pending and not completed next steps. Basically, in actual scenario, whenever you will process all the records and all the steps, then this drop down will only be means keeping current orders. Okay. So I have selected the order number. I wish to place it. So select the date and then select the vendor. Whatever the vendor. If vendor is not there, then you can click this button, add new vendor. You can, a new window will be opened like this. You add the vendor details, save, and then exit the form. Then that vendor will become available in this drop down automatically. then you can select it. Okay, after selecting the vendor, you need to process. Even you can see in all the forms, you can go backward also, like unorder, you can do the unorder at this stage. So backward compatibility, backward movement of this purchasing process is always there. Okay, so we have placed the order now, so we can generate the order in print also, because in government sector we need to keep the print copy of orders. Generally audit party may ask for the orders placed by the libraries. Similarly, to generate the letter of the order in particular format, you need to create an order form. I will create one order form there. For example, I will go to the letter template, file name, books, order form, then file number. There may be some fixed file number for placing the orders. Or just beginning letters or beginning file letters you can give here, prefix, what we call it, and then order number will be automatically added there. Subject, books, order, form. Then this is top message. Dear sir, madam, whatever language you want to write, even you can type in Hindi or Tamil or whatever that. We are placing the orders for procurement of the books in our library. For example, as detailed below. This is a top message, and then bottom message. Please supply these copies to the library or to the undersigned, along with, for example, you may be having some different languages or different format, along with bills in triplicate. Then librarian name or just librarian, save it. So we have added one order form here. We'll go to the acquisition module. We'll go to the order form, and here we have generated the order. This is the order. These are the two books which we are going to procure. We are going to place the order to the publication, and here this order form will become available once we save there. Then press print order. You can print in PDF or you can print in doc format. So this is order detail. So vendor, because you need to give the vendor details, addresses, etc., etc. So that's why address is not coming, because somebody during training session, somebody has created these publications and other details are not available. But in actual usage, you need to create vendor details with complete address and other information, contact person, etc., etc. Then full detail will be appearing in order form. So once you place the order, then what will happen? The books will be supplied after some period by the vendor to the library, and you will receive the books. Then you need, once books are supplied to the library, you need to select order number. So there may be possibility that you have placed the order for 20 books, but at present he is supplying only 19 books or 10 books. Then system will keep this order in pending state. which whenever he will supply the rest of the number of copies or books, then you can receive in full. Then status will become received. So I am assuming that I am going to receive all the copies, because only one copy and 2 books we have taken example. In actual scenario, you can take example, there may be possibility in your library that complete means all copies, all books have not been supplied once. So whatever the books he's supplying, vendor is supplying, you need to process those books, and later you can process the rest of the books. So I have selected the records. I have selected how many copies. You can see here copies proposed. How many copies were proposed? 1 copy was proposed, 1 copy approved, 1 copy ordered, and 1 copy is being received. In case of second book, 3 copies were proposed, but committee approved only 1. So order was placed for 1 copy, and I am going to receive 1 copy. So at the time of receiving, you can type the number of copies of the book you are receiving. After typing the data, just you need to receive the copies, and you can see here status becomes received. Still you can unreceive all these copies, and then you can go backward. Then you can unorder, even you can delete the approval, and then you can start from fresh. Okay. So after receiving the documents, I will go to the accessioning. Certainly you will verify the documents along with the bills, and everything will be checked before doing accessioning. Then being in government, you need to do accessioning first in accession register. Because in most of the government sectors, audit party asks for accession register. They do not rely, or they do not means agree with the software records. So it means first you need to register all the new books you have procured in library in the accession register. Then you can do accessioning here. At the time of accessioning, you need to select order number. You can see here a lot of orders are pending, but in actual scenario, these orders may not be pending, because you will complete them. You will complete the process. All orders will be vanished from in this drop down. So this is the order number basically. Let me note down the order number, because in actual scenario we may be having complete details with the file of this procurement process. Okay, now you can see here copy accession is nothing, that is 0. So 1 copy of each book I need to do accessioning. So I will click DDC 20, that book. Once I click, detail of the book will be filled in automatically in red color, sorry, in green color, and then I need to type the copy details, that is accession number record basically. So my accession number is this. Accession date, you may give accession date as per your requirement, and this was a multi-volume book, please remember. And this was the volume number 2. If in case volume year is there, you can type the volume. In case separate ISBN number of each and every volume is there, you can type the ISBN number. Sometimes a separate title may be there of each volume, so you can type it. If editors sometimes may be there of every volume, you can type the information accordingly. If you have classified the book, then you need to type the class number, otherwise you can leave it, that is optional. And you need to type the book number, pages, whatever the pages, all information you need to take from actual book. Physical book with because that is with you, it has already been supplied. Collection type, where you want to keep this copy, so you need to select. In default, this is the circulation. Circulation means you can do issue return of this accession number. Then status, certainly whenever you are going to procure, the default status is available. Otherwise, you can select desired status. Binding type, whatever there, but default we have kept paperback, because in most of our Indian libraries that is preferred paperback, because that is cheaper than the hardbound. Then section, you can select the section. You need to create section if it is not there in the master module. Accompanying materials, in case anything you are receiving along with the book free as accompanying material, then you can select, otherwise you can leave it. And format of the book, and location or almirah number, or like that you can give shelf number, save it. This access number already there, I will just change it. Okay, but in actual scenario that will not happen, because you need to first register the book in accession register, and then that same number you need to type it here. So now first book I have accession 1 copy, because 1 copy was purchased and received. Now go to the second book, and you need to type copy detail, accession number detail, class number if it is there, book number, or you can fill only mandatory fields. Whatever data you are going to type in each and every step, please follow library standard as well as general English rule. Then save it. So in this way we have completed the accessioning process of these 2 books, and we have completed this process of acquisition. Now I will go to the billing, that is budget information. Budget module I will go, and I will try to process a bill for these 2 books. So add budgets. If you have not added the budget, you need to add the budget every year basically, and even you may be having more than one head of library budget every year. So already somebody has already added budget for 2020, so will not add here. Otherwise you generally can type year and then budget head. There may be some designated budget head for library in every organization, for example this. Okay, then this is from April 20 to March 21, an amount, for example 30,000 rupees we are just taking. A library has been given the budget of 30,000 rupees. So, or you may change it, make it 3 lakhs. Ji.
The same year, can we give like 2 times the budget? Say for example, we give budget. Okay. Say for example, first say 10 lakhs is approved. Okay. After 5 months or 6 months, like we are giving a revised budget also. So at that time, like some say another 10 lakhs is granted. So that situation, how to add?
Just nothing. You need to modify the record. For
Hmm.
example, 3 lakhs was there in the
Hmm.
beginning. Now it is 5 lakhs, and you can make note of here. That's
All
2
right.
lakhs additional.
Okay. Right.
You got.
Okay.
That is the
Thank.
situation.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, after adding the budget, I will go to the bill processing. I will select the budget year in which bill is going to be processed. Basically, order should be reversed, so we'll make changes. Latest year should be on the top. Then this is your library head. This is supplementary bill. No, this is main bill. And bill number, I will just take some fake bill number, some imaginary bill number. Okay. So bill number is 1. So I need to note down in actual scenario, you will be having all the order copy, book copy, approval copy with you. So no need of means noting anything. Okay. Bill date. I'm taking everything in today's date, but in actual it will be in different dates. So generally the bills will be accepted in Indian rupees. Here one thing you can understand that this rupees, whatever bills you are, whatever books you are purchasing in library, the bill should have a common means. The total of the bill or the payment of the bill should be made in Indian currency. That is already always there in government sector. In case you are going to make payment in dollar or in foreign currency, then you need to have a separate bill. That is generally already this a practice there in most of the libraries. Okay. Although cost of the books you are means covering in this bill, they may be some books may be in cost may be in US dollar or UK pound or Indian rupees, but totaling of the bills will be always in Indian rupees. And you can you know very well that whenever you are going, suppose you are going to purchase 5 books and bill has been provided by the vendor of these 5 books, 3 books are of foreign publications. That means they are having their cost in pound or dollar or like that. Then whatever bill you will receive, the vendor certainly and generally give and mention the cost in the foreign currency as well as the conversion rate. So accordingly, you need to type all those information from bill itself. So total gross amount, because I have not noted down that it was 500 rupees one copy, and I think purchase $25 was the cost. So it was 15,000 for example. Because in actual scenario, you will be having bill with you. I'm not having anything. So I need to do some calculation. In your case, that is not required basically. So discount, whatever the discount, that is discount on total. Please remember, there may be some internal discount generally, like there may be scenario that discount is being given to few of the documents and not to all of the documents. But here we are taking discount on the total bill. Generally, that is the practice we have observed in most of the government libraries. Then additional charges means if he has taken some additional charges for example, he has taken 100 rupees for handling. Okay. Then there may be some possibility you may be having some overdue, some due over that vendor, like 50 rupees already as per some note or some credit note. You can mention here. If it is not there, then you can leave it. Then vendor, I think it was Deep vendor. Yeah, Deep publication. Yeah. To whom we have placed the order. Then requisition. number. What is this requisition number basically? Suppose you have received 10 bills in library, you have purchased many books, and you wish to club all the 10 bills in same request which you will send to the account section. So this 89, this payment request number should be there, and that should it should be same in all the bills you wish to club together. So payment request number is 89, and basically it should be unique every time. System will not allow duplicate. Calculate, press the calculate button, and then you can see the system has calculated everything, and final the amount which will be passed, that is 13,550 rupees. Then save it. Data saved successfully. You can see here. Still you can delete it, or you can edit it. Just click it. If you are going to edit, you can the system will recalculate again. You need to press the calculate button and then update it again. Okay, and then update. So in this way, once you have completed the full detail of the bills, then click it again, and now you need to attach your books under being purchased and covered under this bill. So our order will automatically is here, and the number of copies you have accessioned, you need to select and then attach selected record. So what will happen here? This bill is now connected with those 2 copies which you have received. So everything is now connected. Approval number, order number, billing information, all are clubbed together in various steps. Now after clubbing titles with e-bill, we'll go to the next. In this process should be done for all the bills if you wish to club in same payment request number. I have taken example of single bill only, but in actual you may enter 5 bills or 10 bills or 100 bills, then with the same payment request number, then club together. Now go to the post bill. You need to post this bill to the account section. This payment request number automatically will be available here, and that bill, because I have included single bill in this payment request number, so one bill, one record is visible. In case you might have included many of the bills, now all bills will be visible and available here. You need to select. Still you are having some options that you have processed 3 bills, but you want to post only 2 bills. So only those 2 bills you need to select. Then left bill you can send later, you can post later to the account section accordingly. Now select the bill and payment the date you are posting the bill to the account section. Here also in government organization we need to submit all the bills to the account section with covering note. That covering note, a language you can create under master data again in letter template, whatever you want to write. Like in our library, what librarian is generally writing, he is writing that please find and close the 10 books or 10 bills under this cover and requested for making payment. Details are given in the bills itself, and all bills are certified. Like that. There may be different language of the note in different libraries. So I need to select. First, I need to post the bill. I need to press this button, post selected records. So now your bills has been or have been posted to the account section. Still, on this stage, you can unpost it. you can make modification, even you can go back. You can delete the billing information, you can delete bill details, then you can go to the acquisition. So total backward compatibility is there in this books acquisition module and budget module. So now you have posted your bill to the account section. What will happen? The account section will make the payment. In the nowadays the payment may be in digital format only like that, or generally that details will be supplied by the account section to you. Sir, we have prepared a check or DD or whatever that, or whatever the mode, and that information you need to give here, and then the case will be completed. So I have taken payment request number 89. I have that's vendor will come automatically. You please remember here, in case you have posted 10 bills, those bills may belong to different vendors. 5 bills of one vendor, another 5 bills of another vendor. Those system will automatically club payment of those 5 bills at one place and another 5 bills. So 2 records you will receive here basically. So on this form, when you pay the bill details, when you update the details of the payment, all bills are clubbed based on vendor. Okay, then you need to type the check number or DD number, whatever that, date and bank name, and amount automatically will be there, and then update payment detail basically. So here one thing is very important. Recently we have added mode of the payment. Basically on this form you can see mode has not been given. So in whenever now after lockdown we will make changes, and one drop down will be available here where you will be able to select mode of the payment, because nowadays payment may be online or with some other. In that situation you need to give the detail of the transactions like that. So mode of the payment drop down will be added in near future. So now after updating the record, you need to create a one letter for vendor where you will attach the check or DD and you will send it to the vendor accordingly. So you need to create another form, that is check delivery form, what we call it. The check delivery form you need to create in master data under letter template, and then you need to select. I'm just instead, because I'm not having check delivery form. So for example, I wish to show you, I have selected some different form, and then you can generate the check delivery form, and details will be printed in this way. This is the your bill number, bill date, amount, everything, and check number, check date. In case 5 bills of the same vendor, they are clubbed together, so subtotal will also be printed in the check delivery form. So I have covered these 2 modules which you need to work together, and certainly I may miss some of the information or some of the steps, or I may forget to give some emphasis on some points. Yes. Now this session will be question answer session, and this is our last session. Yes.
Yeah, in post bills, can you go to that post bills?
Yeah.
In this, when we are sending the bills for the accounts, okay, so is it possible to take as in a PDF form? Because say for example, we have our own process system for the payment method.
What you are asking, you want to generate a report for after posting the bills in
Yes.
PDF?
Yeah.
That is there.
Okay.
because I have processed now that request. That request has gone from here, but I will take other request. So
Okay.
here you can see. Here you can see. You need to create a particular format in
Okay.
master, and then this button is there. Generate payment request.
Okay.
Then it will generate the
Okay.
complete cover, what we call it, covering form we generally used to call in our office.
Okay.
Whenever we send some bills to the account section, we need to put a covering letter to over them.
Okay.
So this is printed in PDF, and whatever language you want to write, you can write.
Okay. Okay. The
We
same
have,
thing. Okay. Okay. I got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
and bill detail will come automatically from this system basically.
Okay, so now you will be adding the option of the payment method also, no mode also, because now we are making the online payments only.
Yeah. That is missing. We have already made provision in backend, that is in database, but
Okay.
we need to reflect it in the this form basically due to lockdown. Since
All
last
right.
means first lockdown, we are not
Okay.
we are not able to go to the office. I
No
am going
problem.
to the office once in a week only because I need to cross UP border. I am staying in Ghaziabad basically.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Take care, take care.
So our outsourced manpower also not able to go attend the office. So that's
No
why
problem.
we'll do everything. And uh, I will request other participants also, in case they have some question, they can ask. One by one they can ask. Other participant, they can unmute their mute their mic, please. Yes. I think Poonam was trying to ask some question. Poonam ji,
या सर, गुड इवनिंग सर।
नमस्कार,
सर मुझे
बताइए।
ये पूछना, हाँ सर पूछना था मुझे, जैसे इस साल हमने परचेजिंग की,
हाँ।
बट उसका हमने ये मैनुअली किया सारा कुछ, तो क्या मैं अपने रिकॉर्ड के लिए अब उसकी एंट्री कर सकती हूँ, जैसे बिल की एंट्री, पेमेंट वगैरह जो होगी है?
देखिए एक्चुअली में क्या है कि ये जो आपने बताया, ज्यादातर हमारे यूजर्स यही कर रहे हैं, दे आर नॉट यूजिंग बुक्स एक्विजिशन मॉड्यूल एट ऑल। वो क्या कर रहे हैं, जैसे आपने किया है कि मैनुअली परचेजिंग कर ली आपने लाइब्रेरी में, एंड देन आपने रेट्रो कन्वर्सन में सारा डिटेल डाल दिया, बट यू कैन सी कि रेट्रो कन्वर्सन में बुक का जो पेमेंट डिटेल है वो कंप्लीट, वो उतना नहीं है जितना इस वर्क फ्लो में है, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू गिव एवरीथिंग देयर। सो आई विल सजेस्ट, जो अगर आपने एक्सेसिंग कर ली है एक ग्रंथालय में उन कॉपीज की, उन बुक्स की, तब आप यहाँ पे नहीं कर सकती अभी। यस, नेक्स्ट परचेजिंग जब भी करें आप अपनी लाइब्रेरी में, तो बुक्स एक्विजिशन मॉड्यूल और बजट में करें, तभी आपका बिल रजिस्टर और कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन बनेगा। जनरली मैं समझता हूँ वहां पे, मैं काफी अपने यूजर से बात किया है मैंने, और मैं उनसे पूछता हूँ कि आप रेट्रो कन्वर्सन क्यों यूज करते हैं, बुक्स एक्विजिशन मॉड्यूल क्यों यूज नहीं करते, तो ज्यादातर पार्टिसिपेंट या ज्यादातर यूजर्स हमारे कहते हैं कि सर हमारे पास स्टाफ नहीं है, रेट्रो कन्वर्सन इज वेरी इजी टू वर्क, वन गो में पूरा डिटेल आ जाता है, दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय आवर मेंबर्स लाइक दैट। बट आई सजेस्ट दैट
नेट की प्रॉब्लम है ना सर, हमें कई बार नेट इंटरनेट की प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है।
हाँ। That's why we have given both the facilities in e-ग्रंथालय। So next purchasing जब भी करें आप बुक्स एक्विजिशन मॉड्यूल से करें। ये राघवेंद्र जी, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
हाँ बसला सर, how are you sir?
I'm fine sir, thank you. And you joined us as participant. This is a great thing for us sir. Thank you. Any question from your side? Just we need your blessing sir.
Right sir, always will be there.
Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Very good.
So any other participants?
Sir?
Abha?
Myself.
Avinash?
Yeah.
Hello? Any question? Anshul, Archana, Avijit, Bhag Singh Meena. So 65 participants, they have connected. Any question? Otherwise, we need to close the session.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
Yeah.
सर नेक्स्ट सेशन होगा आपका या लास्ट है ये आपका सेशन?
नहीं, नेक्स्ट सेशन करते रहेंगे, बट विल कवर अदर मॉड्यूल्स लाइक रेटो कन्वर्शन एंड सीरियल कंट्रोल. विल कवर ऑल द मॉड्यूल. Any other participants?
हेलो
सर मैं डॉक्टर बोल रहा हूँ।
Yes.
सर मैं प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी। हेलो
हाँ बताइए, कौन बोल रहे हैं?
सर मैं जितेंद्र दुबे बोल रहा हूँ, डॉक्टर जितेंद्र दुबे।
जितेंद्र जी बताइए जितेंद्र जी।
सर गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
नमस्कार, बताइए।
सर उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी बल्क ईमेल भेजने में, वो कोई सॉर्ट आउट हुई क्या?
वो मैंने निकाल के रखी है, जैसे कि मैंने अभी बताया कि ऑफिस में जा पाना नहीं हो पा रहा है। मतलब कल मैं गया था 2-3 घंटे के लिए, तो आपका भी वो पेंडिंग पड़ा है। जैसे ही टाइम मिलेगा मैं उसे घर से ही करने की कोशिश करूंगा। मैं सोर्स कोड घर पे लेके आ गया हूँ बेसिकली। तो एक्चुअली में ड्यू टू दिस लॉकडाउन
बच्चों को बल्क में मेल करना है तो थोड़ा सा वो दिक्कत आती है उसमें।
कर देंगे। जो आपने भेजी है इशू, वो कोई बड़ा इशू नहीं है। एक दिन बैठ के कर देंगे, जल्दी कर देंगे। डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट।
जी
ओके। एनी अदर पार्टिसिपेंट प्लीज? थैंक यू बॉस। एनी अदर पार्टिसिपेंट्स?
हेलो।
या
हाँ
जी
सर, मैं अनंत।
हाँ जी बोलिए आनंद जी। हेलो हेलो। हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ
हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ सर। बजट से जो आपने मॉडल दिखाया अभी, तो एक्विजिशन के बजाय डायरेक्ट बजट में एंट्री कर सकते हो?
Please, other participant, they may mute their mic. Disturbance is there. Yes. Can you repeat your question again?
हाँ सर, अगर एक्विजिशन मॉड्यूल हमने यूज नहीं किया और डायरेक्ट बजट मॉड्यूल यूज कर सकते हैं क्या?
No. Budget module is used with books acquisition module as well as serials module. You cannot use this module with retro conversion. I can understand your wish, what you want to, means what you desire. That is not possible.
मैं ये कहता था कि हमारा जो सिर्फ बजट से ईयरली बजट है उसका जो यूज किया है विथ रेट्रो कन्वर्जन, हमने जो एंट्री करते हैं, और सिर्फ बजट देखने के लिए उसमें बजट मॉड्यूल यूज कर सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं हो सकता। बीच का वर्कफ्लो कैसे होगा? देखिए, सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर ऑलवेज बेस्ड ऑन सम लॉजिक, और बीच में लॉजिक मिसिंग है तो दैट कनेक्टिविटी विल नॉट बी देयर, मींस एवरीथिंग विल नॉट बी मींस इंटरकनेक्टेड until unless you follow all the steps. So budget will work only with acquisition module. और तब आपको रेट्रो कन्वर्जन में पेमेंट डिटेल देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज ऑल डिटेल्स विल बी गिवन थ्रू दिस।
EG3 में हो सकता था सर, ये किया था हमने EG3 में बजट के लिए। EG3 में किया था हमने, जो बजट दिखाई देता था।
No. That is also same process was also there in EG3.
हाँ, ओके सर। Okay, thank you, sir.
So any other participants or Parva madam, should I close the session? Parva ji, can you say something? So I think now I should close the session. So thank you everybody. Thank you very much. And recording will be available.
सर थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Yeah. Okay, boss. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, boss. Thank you.
चल किती वाजले? 5:30 पर्यंत.
झालं जिक्र करा ना